we raised the issue from South Africa as to why do we have the dollar dominating the world. Partly because we as BRICS, we have got the same kind of population, and we are more progressive than the Western countries. And some of us who were colonized are here, but some of you were never colonized are here with us. And we have everything that people need. Why do we believe that the dollar is a thing to keep us all going in the world? And we proposed from South Africa that let us create our own and move away from the dollar so that we can try to bring the world at a point where no one is above the other. And that was agreed. And some of us had wanted that kind of change to happen in Africa. But you can't believe, I won't say it, because it was some of us who felt, no, it must be in China. Well, their friends, fine, but I was angry because I was saying, we are a continent of our own. We can stand these things. But our people were still thinking the other way. And therefore, we agreed to establish our own. And that is what made the Western world get angry. Because they realized we were now doing something. Because we were now interfering with the money. In other words, the dollar, which was dominating, was no longer going to dominate. Partly because our population was the same as theirs. And this was the one that made them to move faster to try to get rid of BRICS. What then did they do? They started looking at the 5 countries and found a way how to undermine each and every of these countries. One of the countries they focused on was, in a bigger note, was in Latin America. They actually went and told lies about the head of state there, that he has stolen money, everything. And out of the lies, arrested him, put him in jail. And once that happened, wrong people came in to take over that country, therefore to remove that country from BRICS. Whatever the new person came would not be saying BRICS is wonderful. You'll be part of BRICS, but pulling it back quietly. The second thing they did was to work out to remove the party in India, which had started from the beginning. When it liberated itself, they were moving very well. They went on to work to take out that party and produce a new one who will be under their control. They then, in South Africa, they went to some young fellow who was a president and asked some here to remove him before even he finishes the time, in order to pull what was being done. They were sure they are going to finish us. Very difficult to deal with the two countries, Russia and China. They did not know what to do, but they created a propaganda that Chinese economy is falling. China is not able to do anything, blah, 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 blah. It was part of an attempt to deal with the BRICS. And finally said, well, Russia, that's when they made a mistake. Because Russia was Russia, with a history that is known as a country in many ways. Then Russia said, sorry, you can't come here. It's an interesting thing even on that one. Because the Western countries came to a country that used to be part of Russia to establish their own weapons so that they can deal with Russia. So Russia said, sorry, you can't. And that started the war that is still fighting up to this day. I'm very happy that we are active on the BRICS. Because that in reality, part of the reason I've just taken away a lot of your time is to indicate that it is not just something in the air, something weak. It's actually something that will defend us, make us to be human beings, to live like every other person, to be in charge of our own, rather than some people are in charge of our own. It's a serious matter. Perhaps I've just taken a bit of time because I always feel it is absolutely important that we in particular should have this understanding that we have an opportunity now to be free, totally free. As you can see, some countries, 3 countries in our continent decided to move away from some oppressing country. And it is so difficult for them what to do. For that country is said to be beginning to have difficulties in the economy. That tells us, if we said, this is our Africa, this is what we want to do, we are powerful and we can do it. But unfortunately, oppressors have something they did to people who are oppressed, that they make them really to believe in the oppressors, that they are the most important, most clever, most rich, when it is not. It is our duty to say, how do we move? We've fought wars. Now what we need is to use our own understanding. But the unfortunate thing is that at times, what good things are done by us are taken by others as wrong because we are interfering with the boss. They are not necessarily using that word. They use all very nice words to think that through. The critical point that we have is that once those countries said, sorry, you who have been oppressing us for so many times, we now don't want you. Take your soldiers out, everything. We have nothing to do with you. Quite a number, let me not say quite a number, an organization that belongs to us, the OAU, when those brave people who have taking themselves out of trouble and be on their own. What did our own organization said? This is a coup d'etat, where we are therefore going to boycott you. And they're still boycott up to now. When they were freeing themselves from, I don't know how to call it, Africa, the OAU raises a statement that these countries are going to be isolated because they've done that, when they are liberating themselves forever. It tells us where we are, what we need to do to liberate ourselves. Some of us, with some comrades in the continent, we now have a view that the OAU is no longer the OAU that understands what it is supposed to do. And we must develop a way of helping our colleagues, that it is time to liberate ourselves. And we have a right to do so. And therefore, we must change our thinking about Africa and its relationship with the colonizers.